Mace Sergeants. One of the most important units in the game. Hitting far above their leadership. No unit kits. Low leadership. But let's dive deep into the Mace Sergeant. Let's take a look. Here are my Mace Sergeants. And now, mine are nothing special. I really don't have great doctrines on them or anything like that, but they still do so well. So starting off with these, 150 leadership. Really incredibly low leadership for how much damage these can do and how much leadership these guys can sort of return to you by killing other people's units. Stack of 28, that's 28 once they're fully masteried. That we'll get into that in a minute. Veterancy line, I mean, so much choice. But in all honesty, this is what makes them so good. It's because they are a unit that is so easy to get. You obviously get them at the start of the game if you're a new player. They're like the first unit you get. That is what I was talking about them being the most important unit in CB. Because they give new players entry to siege battles with people that have got units that, you know, that have been playing for a long time and have really good units. Purely because of this last one here, that your charge and your meteor strike restores 15% health. That means these guys can live so much longer than they should. And in the Veterancy line, we'll get to that, but they have a few things that help them against higher tier units. That's really nice. Into my Doctrines, green blunt damage. We've got a tier 2 piercing defense doctrine. We've got a breakthrough. We have an assassination and another green blunt damage. Really nothing special. I don't currently use the cover commander for the Mace Sergeants because when it first came out, it was broken. It didn't really work. So I don't know if that's changed. I haven't really tested it, but I don't really feel like I need it at this point in time. Maybe I'll give it another try, but for the purposes of the video, I didn't use this. So it's just that at the moment. Now let's get into the mastery. So in the mastery, we start off with adding a soldier, and then we add another soldier, and then we add another one, and we have another one. So this says 1 here, but actually you add 4. 4 extra soldiers. That's really nice. And then we get on to the this one here that increases damage versus tier 4 and tier 5 units by 500. That's incredibly good. It means this unit can fight way above its pay grade, and then obviously reduce damage by 400 from the tier 4s and tier 5s. Heart of the Hero. This meteor strike concusses any enemy troops. It hits for 1 second. That is just an instant stun. That means these guys can get their damage down and not get killed. And then that combined with the fact that once you use an ability, you'll gain 15% of your health back. Really, really nice. Last one, evil. This one, meteor strike ignores 50% of the target's blunt defense. Again, against the shield meta at the moment, incredibly useful. So that's what kind of makes these guys so dominant. But we're going to get in some clips. I'm going to obviously commentate over the top of them. Your standard process. And yeah, we had some good games with them. I seem to pick up Mace Sergeants and can always have a genuinely good time with them. So yeah, let's take a look. Okay, here we go into the first clip. We are just pulling our Mace Sergeants past the castle point on this that I'm going to call B, but it's not B, it's the castle point on this map that no one really likes anyway. And we're just going to charge them right into these halberdiers here that they miss out. That we go straight into a meteor strike that brings back obviously 15% health. I'm going to take out this chain dart or get the assist, and that first little engagement was really nice. Got ourselves, I think, I don't know, we'll see in a second. And we got some more halberdier sergeants just here. We're going to take that guy out. They've unfortunately not braced the halberdier sergeants, so Yeah, we're just going to be able to melt through them. And we're on 24 kills straight out the gates. And I'm going to run over here and probably try and flame somebody or other with the catapult here. So that's nice. But moving on to the next clip, the same game, of course. We got some Imperial Jabs. Obviously, an incredibly good unit right now. But the Mace Sergeants, Meteor Strike, we just kind of slap through them. And we're probably 3/4 of a stack of Mace Sergeants, maybe a bit less than that. And we are just managing to get rid of these Mace Sergeants. Get rid of these Imperial Jabs. And then we'll just take the old musket out with it. So yeah, it's the benefit from these guys is so good. And on this one, just the map starts, and obviously we're bringing out the Mace Sergeants. Really good unit to start with, I find. I really enjoy starting with them, just because I don't feel too bad if I do get them wiped. But we've got some Onimusha here. We charge them in. Sometimes it's not good to do what I just did there and charge straight away. You kind of lose the benefit of the 15% heal. But luckily I can kill the hero fast enough that he couldn't actually use the Onimusha's sort of abilities. So yeah, really nice. Speed through this bit. I'm being kind of tentative, so I just want to get them back to full health, and then we'll go in for the next moment on it. Just checking what's going on the map. And we're going to start moving back in shortly and seeing what we can pick up. Just sort of having a look. And we're going to go in here. And unfortunately, the guy that we just killed spawns back in. And we do run into him again. So I did feel sorry for this, that he got 2 Onimusha and whatever's coming in next wiped out by Mace Sergeants. That means the value that I got out of these, just incredible. So here, his stalwarts are on the way. And I try and get them round the back of them. So I've gone around the back. He jumps off and probably knocks a few of my Mace Sergeants out. I ult him, and then my Mace Sergeants start doing their thing. He gets killed again, and now his stalwarts are getting pummeled by a 150 leadership Mace Sergeant. That is incredible. And you'll see I haven't really lost many because they keep getting health back. If you keep that Meteor Strike and the charge coming in alternatively, you can keep these guys alive for so long. And now looks like we're going to have some Imperial Spear Guard round the corner there. We're just going to roll back, chuck them in, and hit the Meteor Strike and start nailing into the shield. And this is why they're so good. They can actually kill the shields. But I did see this coming to the end for me here, so I was like, all right, let's do a little suicide treb and then get out of there. But unfortunately, we get killed. Moving on to the next one, we're on Reggie, and just got a ballista up. Managed to nail that guy in the face. And now we're pushing in with quite a few stacks of Mace Sergeants. There's always a nice few Mace Sergeant brothers here. We charge them straight in to quite a large amount of damage. Get a few assists. Now I do something bad here. The Mace Sergeants are a bit unruly. Okay, so if you put them somewhere, they will aggressively go off, and I get distracted by this guy, and half my group have gone off down that alleyway and managed to get themselves killed. So we're sitting at only like 16 at the moment, but we are taking out the Onimusha. We have got a stack of like teammates here. That's nice, but yeah, we're down to 13 Mace Sergeants, but that is not the end. I tend to keep my Mace Sergeants till I'm down to about 3 of them, because they can still be really strong because the healing. So later on in this game, we take our 13 up the ladders onto the wall here, and we're going to try and sneak down onto their range units down there. I'm just currently waiting for the rest of my Mace Sergeants. I want to go in one big clump, because obviously that first hit we're going to get a nice bit of healing, and we want it to be the full stack for the maximum impact. We come down here, we got some Shenjis. We just pummel those in the back, and they're sorted. Luckily our team were coming in as well, but still really good value. Imperial Spears again. We're going to charge these guys in there, and the damage they're rocking out of there is ridiculously big. Like for a blue unit to be doing this to Imperial Spears, arguably probably one of the strongest units in the game at the moment. So yeah, now we're just going to fast forward through this little bit where we're running back forward, taking the point, and now we're going to get onto some Palace Guards, I believe, in here that are again really tanky. But this unit is the way to deal with them. and it doesn't cost you huge leadership. Realistically, I really need to be pumping some better doctrines into these. And the main reason why I say these are so important are that you get them as a new player. Like, these are they get given to you. So if you are a new player watching this, this should be the first unit you fully level and use your mastery scores of mastery on to get them to max, because it makes such a difference when you finally get out of your AI battles, or your battles with 3 or 4 players, and you get into the main sort of where like the level thousands are, like we're in right here. These guys are going to be a really nice staple to actually, so you can have some solid games, because they punch way above their pay grade. So yeah, it's would be my biggest bit of advice, is to level your Mace Sergeants to full and fully mastery them before anything else, and then use them to help you level anything else you want to level. This guy comes around here, he's coming with cav, but luckily we kill him before he gets his YOLO cav smash off, and then we start Mace Sergeanting these YOLO cavs. So really nice. We're at 71 kills with the Mace Sergeants now, and we have nine of them left, but I'm still not going to go trade them in. I'm going to keep them, and yeah, because they get healed, I have no reason to go back to the supply point at this point. I can use these guys right up till they're down to their last 2 or 3 of them, until they become completely useless. We got some Onimusha here. Charge them in, hit the Onimusha, down they go, and that's some more kills to add to the bag. But yeah, probably one of my favorite units. It's so strong for the leadership, and if you do have a bad game and you just lose them instantly, you don't feel so bad. It's 150 leadership. You'd be surprised, like, what you can't get to a 150 leadership. These guys are just one of the highest. So I'd say the next one up from these would be halberdiers. Just normal blue halberdiers would sort of match the strength of these guys. We shove them down here, pick up another hero with them, and we managed to end the game there. And that was pure Mace Sergeant. That was pure Mace Sergeant. Didn't swap them once. We got ourselves a nice little S tier, and the Mace Sergeants killed 60 with two heroes and 586 troop kill score. So really nice. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.